Hey everyone, just letting you know, the Marvelite is made possible by you guys, and if you want to help us succeed and listen to the full, unedited show, head on over to our SoundCloud page, man. Along with our regular weekly podcast, we've got some exclusive content heading your way only on SoundCloud. So support the show, take us on the go, and follow us at soundcloud.com/HyperNetworkYT. Up next, a pretty sweet clip from our latest episode. Check it out.
And welcome, boys and girls, to episode 38 of the Marvelite. I am your host, Luke, and I am joined with a few of my friends. Will, why don't you go ahead? I assume that we were, but we were not. I don't know.
Yes, we are friends. The friendliest of friends. Friendly Frienderson the Third. Oh, God.
God, Will. Say hi.
Hi. The fuck is up, bitches? And
what's up, Nick?
Man bitches and lady bitches.
Wait, what? What is happening right now? I'm so...
What are we even talking?
Is there an intro? Is this?
That was the intro. Say hi.
Oh, hi! I'm glad to be back on this fabulous show. Very
Yeah,
big...
you kind of took a long break.
We missed you, man. I think the viewers missed you as well.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back on the big shoe.
Yeah, but really, like, the question of the night is, how are you, Michael? How are you doing, buddy?
Well, you know what? I'm doing pretty good, man. You know, it's good old whatever day it is today. Talking about some good Marvel stuff. We got a lot of things to talk about that I'm looking forward to discussing with you guys.
Oh, I know, dude. So much stuff. I don't know. It's probably not going to fit into, like, you know, this 13 minute clip that we have to upload because Fox really hates us. Warning, we're going to be talking about some Fox things later.
Hashtag fuck Fox.
Guess you'll have to go to SoundCloud to hear the rest of it.
Anyways, so Fox and Marvel, okay, these are two very, very different companies.
This is true.
They hate each other, basically.
Yeah, they hate each other.
It's like the
Dinklebirds. Word has started over the internet recently. There's been a little bit of a spark on the internet, where apparently Marvel and Fox are in some kind of early talks of making some kind of a deal. Now, anytime that there's news like this, I take it with a grain of salt. I don't believe it. I just, like, this is a bunch of freaking malarkey, like, Old Man Jenkins would have said. It's hard for me to believe things like this. However, there was kind of a reputable guy who claims he's got some inside sources that knows a bunch of stuff about what's going on in the inner workings of these two companies. I do find it odd that after Marvel had backed Fox into a corner by obliterating the Fantastic Four comic books, killing off the X-Men, and just stopped merchandise on all X-Men, all Fantastic Four, clothes, toys, you name it. Like, they just stopped all merchandising. They literally did that to back them into a corner. And then they've been pushing the Inhumans forward as the sort of New Mutants, like a stand-in for them. However, as of recently, very recently, I'm almost certain of this. I'm not almost certain, I am certain. If you go into a collector shop or a comic shop, you're most likely going to start finding X-Men merchandise again. You're going to find toys, maybe Marvel Legends, things of that sort, which they stopped production on. Because believe it or not, Marvel actually has the merchandising rights for all of the Fox characters. They just don't have movie rights. But Marvel recently started production on them again. That to me is weird, because of everything that they did. Like they just flipped them off. They gave them the biggest flip off by they just not only gave them their blessing, but they pretty much damned them. Marvel said, "We curse you, Fox."
They literally were acting so petty.
Yeah. Well, I think both companies were acting petty. I think Fox forced Marvel's hand in that situation.
And then they just killed Wolverine. LOL.
Yeah, LOL. They just killed Wolverine. Yeah, Marvel did so many things to screw Fox over. They're just like, fine, if we can't have movies and TV shows of the X-Men, then fuck you.
Guys, I'm telling you right now, man, Marvel secretly sent a spy to make a bad movie, a.k.a. Fantastic Four.
Also, word is too that Kevin Feige himself has been trying to, quote, build bridges with Fox. Simon Kinberg has confirmed this, saying that, yes, we are indeed trying to build some bridges. However many years that may be down the road, they are not sure. They don't know. However, word is that Fox may be open to some kind of crossover, air quotes here, in the future. We're not sure how far down the future. I'm just going to say this, like, right now, as early as probably Phase 4. So we're probably not going to see them now. Now, I think that Kevin Feige, personally, this is a man who was able to... He literally achieved a thing that only Jesus Christ himself could achieve, and this man did it, which is he convinced another company to let them have a character back in that character's universe. for nothing. For literally nothing. Like, there was no money involved. That is literally a miracle, an act of that Jesus Christ himself could only perform.
Can you imagine that pitch?
Based on Feige strikes again.
He walks in, throws his suit to the side, give me my shit back.
So what I think Kevin Feige's doing right now is I think he's saying, okay. We'll talk about X-Men in the future because right now they have enough on their plate as it is. I think, personally, with storyboards and things like that already being worked on for Avengers Infinity War, or whatever the hell it's going to be titled here in the future, because it's getting a title change, apparently. The Russos had confirmed that. So what I think Kevin Feige's doing is he's saying, okay, your movie last year was one of the... Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and say it was the worst reboot to date in Hollywood. It was, so poorly mishandled. When it comes to directing, to writing, to producing, just everything about that film was so bad. Like, it was just
that
horrible.
Wasn't the 4 at all, or Doom, that we know, all that.
It was literally like a Robot Chicken skit in IRL.
Dude, we'll never get the Power Cosmic or the Doom, Ruler of Latveria, or any of that.
And see, I think that Kevin obviously knows that Fox screwed up. I think everyone knows. The entire world knows
Simon
that
Kinberg
Fox
doesn't,
screwed
because
up.
he said, I'd like to make another.
Yeah, I'd like to make another literally the day before Michael B. Jordan signed with Marvel Studios.
To Black Panther. He's like, nope.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan
It seems to be that that Marvel Studios is a safe haven for ex-Human Torches.
I see what you did.
I mean, remember when they killed the cast of Fan Forstick in the comics except Michael B. Jordan, and now he's going to Black Panther?
Yes, I remember that. That was another FU to Fox.
Yeah, and now he's in Black Panther. Funny how life works. It's almost as if there was a plan.
I wonder at the Fox Studios if they literally started freaking out like the moment he signed with Marvel Studios. Well, you know what? It's their own fault. They deserve it because they produced such a piss poor film, and then they took it off of the slate. It's supposed to come out next year, something like that. Yeah. It's supposed to be filming now.
It's supposed to come out 2017. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they should have been filmed. The sequel should be filming right now, but it's not.
And they've messed up those actors' careers. They have freaking dents in their careers now.
Pretty much they have dents, but pretty much all the actors have bounced back already.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know about the dude who played Doom.
Oh, Toby Kebbell, he just did Warcraft. So
that was a box office hit. So,
yeah, dude, that made $300 million in like 5 days in China.
Domestically,
based China.
Though, huh?
Dude, I'm not even kidding. Actually, they're saying by 2020, China's probably going to be the #1 box office in the world. Like Chinese people fucking love movies, which is great. I love movies too. I think all of us here love movies. So. But anyways, that being said, I don't know. I really hope Feige can pull another miracle. I think if he can fool the fucking idiots that are over at Sony.
Wait,
then
Sony?
They can. No, I'm saying if he can do that with Sony, he can do that.
Well,
with
at the
Fox,
same time, though, the whole thing with Sony was, remember the emails? Like, that was like a really big trigger.
Oh yeah, it was.
So like maybe if let's say what we're talking about is all hypothetical, nothing is really happening, we're just talking shit. Mm-hmm. If something on that level were to happen with Fox, maybe
game over.
Feige might just like slide on through, get the lob, and score the basket.
It would have to be something incriminating, though, I think, if something like on that scale were to happen. I mean, there was actually some pretty incriminating stuff in those Sony emails, but nothing really came of it, except for Amy Pascal just had to step down a peg or two from her position and take, like, a pay cut, but that was pretty much it. Even though the things that were being said were atrocious, especially to the comic book community. They were just clearly in it for the money.
That lengthy email about, like, the Spider-Man shareholders meeting where they're like, oh, we can make $2 billion or something like... That whole
Is
like
that what
essay.
they said?
Yeah, they were literally trying to build a Spider-Man cinematic universe.
Yeah, they said that they were going to do a Spider-Man... No, remember they were going to do Amazing Spider-Man versus Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire?
Oh,
remember the
dude.
Aunt May movie?
Dude,
about
these
her
are
being a
actual
spy?
Hollywood executives that get paid six figures to do this.
Granted, that movie would have been
And
hilarious.
just imagine that, but over at Fox Studios, because that is exactly what they're doing.
Can you imagine
And-
an Elseworld where we just see like all those movies? We see Sinister Six, Amazing Spider-Man 3 would have came out like 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
God. Damn.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot the third movie was supposed to come out a couple weeks ago. That's funny.
Oh my god. But, honestly, man, like personally for me, man, Fox and Marvel making a deal. Let me hear more about it. Right now, it's very just trimmers.
I truly do believe on both sides that the X-Men is just not going to happen anytime soon, especially with the success of Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
However, I really, really want to see the Fantastic Four and everything that comes with the Fantastic Four.
Like, dude, Fox can't be that dumb. They really cannot be that stupid as to not be like,
Dude,
aware.
Are you kidding me, Michael? They did Force.
But like, okay,
Yeah,
but like
they're
after
dumb.
that, there's no way they could not like realize after that. Like, really, come on. Even after Apocalypse, dude, Apocalypse was not that great. They should.
No, it wasn't. It was.
We
bad.
haven't
It
even
was a
talked
bad
about how
movie.
bad Apocalypse is tracking at the box office. It's going to be lucky to cross 550 worldwide.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, they like after they see that in their freaking their butter and bread, dude. X-Men. That's even doing a little iffy. Their continuity's getting
Dude.
screwed over, and the thing that they
Top
tried
Cat.
to refresh,
Dude,
they're
Apex
terrible.
Keck.
Like they have to work with Marvel. Like I really think they're going to. No, if you threw the Fantastic Four into Apocalypse,
So
I
final
wouldn't
thoughts,
even
guys,
notice.
on Fox Marvel.
Yes, please. That's all I have to say.
Yes,
Go
please,
ahead.
because like I said, now is the time to do it. They need to do it now if they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
now.
I'd say finalize this shit by the next year.
Before the script finishes for that stupid Space X-Men movie. Yeah, this is episode 38 of the Marvelite.
Oh, the Marvel E.
And the Marvelite, yeah, and we are going on an hour long, so I think now is a good stopping point. If for those of you who are still listening, thanks for sticking around for this
watching.
utter and total shit show. Yeah, thanks for watching this podcast. We really appreciate it. We appreciate it so much. And we just love you guys. We really
For
do.
real,
Thank
guys.
you
You guys
guys
are
for
great.
tuning in every week. Yeah. If you guys ever just want to like hit us up and play video games and just chill, just hit us up. I'm on Twitter. I think most of us are on Twitter and Facebook.
Are we
so
plugging us in right
just
now?
hit us up.
Yeah, should we plug in our Twitters or what?
Well, I don't
Sad.
have a Twitter, but y'all do.
Oh,
Yeah, Will does
where
not have a
can
Twitter.
people
Actually,
find? Where can people find you guys at?
you guys can find me at Quantum X Paradox. I am there. I am on Twitter, so you guys can
Sweet.
find me tweeting about nerdy stuff on the daily.
You guys can check me out on the YouTubes at Failwell34, and Twitter is FailProduction1, and Instagram's Failwell34.
Hell
You
yeah!
can find me on Instagram under Will the Greatest, and my YouTube. You know what? I kind of want people to pay attention to the comments because I actually am pretty active there to see if they can actually find me because I don't think anyone knows who I am.
Yeah. Will comes back
Yeah,
every
no,
week
I
and
don't
just
think
gets
any-
mad. He's like, I'm talking to them, but I don't think they know it's me.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah,
people
your
really
YouTube is
understand
another time
that it's
hero,
me
right?
Talking.
Well, now that you've spoiled it, yes.
Oh shit! Yep. Too late. People know
now
now.
they know. Now to flood my channel
It's a
with
done
views.
deal.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Well, this is Luke
wait,
signing
I
off
was
for
gonna
everyone
say-
here.
Nick,
Oh, yeah,
my next
Nick,
plug.
what's
I didn't
your
even
stuff?
say where at.
Where can they?
Oh,
where can they
God.
find you?
Could you, Luke?
my Twitter handle is at who's_Nick. I don't really tweet a lot, but yeah.
He's the guy always replying to CBC.
Yes.
Yes, that. Yeah, go follow us and hang out with us and shit. It'll be
True.
cool.
Slide
All right,
my
guys.
DMs.
Till next week.
Peace.
We'll catch you with episode 39.
Later.
Whale Army, ooh.